Well, over the next year, I do want to build that career pathway for hard to find blue collar jobs. I also want to address these mega trends that I've talked about that I think the industry will be faced with over the next 5 years. That's safety and security. We're going to be faced with some safety and security issues. Workforce and lifestyle changes we're going to be faced with. The third piece is accelerating technological innovation. We're going to be faced with that. What do we do about it over the next 5 years?
How do we keep up with it?
That's right. How do we keep up? Yeah. Demographic shifts is the fourth piece. Demographic shifts is happening all over the country. We heard it here at the APTA conference. Rapidly, what do we do with this demographic shift? How do we provide service? How do we look at jobs and all of that with this as the minority becomes the majority in this country? How do we address that?
So in your position, you're working with prime contractors and small businesses. Do you see that coming together and pushing the needle forward?
Yes, I think we have to require it though. I think the public agency has to require all of those, a WIN-like program, we have to require that of the prime. Not to say that there's right. We have to write it into the RFPs. We got to write it into the contracts. Not that they're not, benevolent souls and great people.
So compliance becomes part of the deal. Right?
Huge.
Good.
Huge.
Let's switch gears a minute. Talk about the City Internship Program and your passion and support for it.
Oh, the City Internship Program I will always have passion for. From the very beginning, we are going to have, we have welcomed interns into our Denver RTD.
Oh, you have? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And other agencies I know have done it. Atlanta with Mr. Keith Parker down there, and Washington, D.C., through your leadership in that program.
And Peter Rogoff.
That's right, DOT, they've all been there.
It's been a huge success, largely in part because of guys like you, because you open your arms and you have your own leadership program within RTD that you run.
That's right. That's
How does
right.
that work?
We have a leadership academy. This leadership academy is a 12-month curriculum where we are showing people all aspects of it's a 12-month program, and they come together, 2 or 3 times a month. And we are training them on all aspects of the agency, how to run the agency, labor relations, operations.
So it's money well spent, right?
It is.
Are you funding that yourself?
We fund that ourselves, that 12-month academy. That's right.
Good for you.
Great investment.
Soldier Talk, what are we going to do about veterans coming back from the war?
I think they are part of that resource. Next week, I've been asked to go to, 2 weeks in November, been asked to go to the Pentagon to talk about, what the railroads want to offer to returning veterans. And so they are a huge piece of this. We must show them that career pathway. As you know, in the military, we have training gates. We know where we're going. Start with basic training. Basic training. That's right. You got BNOC, basic NCL. You got this. That's right. You've got this career pathway in the military. This is what I'm talking about in the transportation industry. We don't have a career pathway.
But for a guy like you, this is pretty simple, right?
Yeah, it is.
5 years you should be here, 7 years there.
Exactly.
Good. So you've got the roadmap.
Absolutely. I think we've got the roadmap.
Who's hosting the Pentagon? Who is that?
This is my understanding. FRA, the Federal Railroad Administration, is sort of guruing this thing.
Is the VA part of that? Do you know?
The VA is not a part of it that I know of.
Probably should be at some point.
Yes. My understanding for this is FRA is leading the effort on this. They're working with folks right there in the Pentagon. My understanding is we'll meet some folks and I'll talk to a group of soldiers.
2 things before I let you go. One, the Comto Leadership Institute, we talked about it. You're on the board. I appreciate you being there. We're off and running. And then secondly, we talked about doing executive roundtable discussions through the Institute. In November, you're going to be the first guy in the barrel.
Okay.
You'll be our first executive we interview, and wear the same suit. That'd be good.
Yeah, all right, well, all right.
Got 2 suits, wearing both. But I want to thank you, Phil, for all you do for the industry, but more important, what you do for our nation's youth. Absolutely. You're a role model for a lot of people, not just now, but as you know, from way back when.
Well, I take it serious, and I see it as an obligation of us as leaders to give back.
Okay. I'll give you the last word of advice to the Comto family about what we need to do going forward.
Keep advocating. We need the Comto voice. We need the Comto voice to advocate for our small and minority businesses, to advocate for individual folks that need jobs in this industry. And when I say in this industry, I mean all modes,
Right.
Aviation, highway,
Well,
all
you
of those
actually mean
things.
leadership in general. I know
Absolutely,
and so beyond
absolutely,
transportation.
absolutely.
Phil, I know you got a busy schedule. Appreciate you taking time with us here at the Studio 71. Best of luck to you.
Anytime, sir.